So the first thing that we're going to do before we get to work on our Soap Nuts EPUB is set up just a couple of things. And the first thing I'm going to do, I'm inside of InDesign CC. And for this class, just so you know, I'm using Adobe InDesign CC, the 2015 release. So if you don't see something in your InDesign, maybe it's because I have a later version. Anyway, what we're going to do is instead of being in a regular work area, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here and I am going to call up the interactive for PDF work area. And when you do that, you're going to see that you have all of these panels, hyperlinks, bookmarks, buttons, media, and we're going to be using all of those. Also up here I have the Adobe color theme panel, which we're going to be using in this class, and we're also going to be using this panel, which is very important. It's called the EPUB Interactivity Preview Panel. And so we need that. And we also need our animation panel. If you don't see any of these panels, like for example, I do not see my animation panel, they're very simple to find. You just go to Window, and these are all of your panels. And if you see a little arrow, that means that there's more nested in there. And so any of the panels you can just find over here. I'm going to click Animation. It's going to pull up the animation panel, which we're going to be using in this class. And right now I don't need it, so I'm just going to take it and I'm going to drag it over here. When you see a little blue line, that means that it will dock, and so I'm going to let it go. And when we get to when we need these, they're all super convenient. So let's get started. The first thing you need to know is that this easing that we're gonna work on, I've already taken the files from the print version and I have chosen the size that I'm going to be working with today. And the size that I'm going to be working with today is the iPad size. So these are the different formats that you can choose to create an EPUB. And obviously, it's going to be important for you to know where you're going to distribute this and who your reader is going to be. I'm choosing iPad for this project. You can also obviously choose iPhone or Android. It's important to consider this because we're making a fixed layout. So that means that this is not going to reflow, and it's not going to be, so if this is going to be on an iPhone, it's going to be gigantic then. So I'm working with iPad for this class. If you're creating a brand new file, it's really simple. I'm going to do Command N. And when you make a new document, you're going to go here for intent, and the intent is going to be digital publishing. I'm going to click that, and when I've clicked digital publishing, I'm going to have these formats here, and I can choose any of these formats right there. And then I would click OK, and that would give me my new document. So if you want to get your document set up, you can do that now. If you want to work along with me, I will provide a zip file of this e-zine in case you want to just practice a few of the things that we're going to go through in this class. So the next thing that we're going to do is look at some fonts. Let's go.